Futurama just did another finale, but how many finales is too many? Let's talk about it.
I had some kind of attack. I started seeing flashes of things that happened, also things that didn't happen.
What's up guys, Mike here, welcome back to my channel. Please check out all my other Futurama episodes and hit the subscribe button. Let's do it! Alright, so we are at the end of my 10-week series of analyzing every new Futurama episode. If you've watched all these videos, thank you so much. This is the last one and it has been a ton of fun watching this new season. This final episode of the season otherwise is, I guess, a season finale, but we do know there is going to be another season, so I guess in a way it's not really at all a series finale. Of course, over the course of my Futurama coverage, I've talked a lot about Futurama having several finale episodes.
Well, this is the end. There were so many things I wanted to say to you.
Like what?
Like, this is not the end, but mostly just, I love you, Leela.
That is essentially due to it being cancelled and brought back time and time again. Always uncertainty when it comes to Futurama, with multiple episodes serving as series finales. I actually think Futurama is very unique in this way. I don't think there are many other shows, if any, that have multiple episodes intended to be final episodes for a show. But as an end of season, this season of Futurama does have finale type vibes.
There's no other rational explanation.
Speaking of finale episodes, I just did a great video all about the season premiere of The Simpsons, which was kind of a season finale. Watch the video, you'll get it, so check that out. I thought this was a fun episode, like probably not a highlight of the season, but you know, had some interesting stuff and a bunch of funny gags in it, which sort of brought it for me.
We were lucky. It could have all turned out differently.
And loosely, the concept of the episode is the Planet Express ship is destroyed, nearly killing Fry in the process. Of course, losing the Planet Express ship is a huge deal. In a way, the ship itself is a character on the show, or at least like a main setting of the show where so much of the show's action happens.
Why did it have to be her instead of me?
Fry is luckily saved from the destruction, and they get a brand new, slick new ship from Professor Farnsworth, which is much better than the old one.
Pretty cool, eh? It's got cutting-edge artificial intelligence.
But something is not quite right for Fry, who starts having massive deja vu-like flashbacks to various events that we know happened throughout Futurama. And particularly, we see flashbacks to the previous series finale, Meanwhile, in which Fry and Leela end up in eternally stopped time and grow old together, falling more and more in love as they age, and eventually deciding to do it all again.
Want to go around again?
I do.
There are direct references to that episode. Fry takes Leela back to the same spot he proposed in that episode. There is a reference to him falling off the side of the building, which leads him into a time loop, which is what happens in that episode Meanwhile.
Ouch! The railing!
But he keeps feeling this feeling of deja vu. Anyway, they then go in search for the ghost of the Planet Express ship, which Fry believes is causing him to remember things that never really happened.
That proves it became a ghost and started haunting me.
And I guess the ultimate twist is that this version of Fry and the crew that we've been watching is actually a multiverse, and the original Planet Express crew destroys the ghost ship, which was the Fry and crew that we were watching the whole episode. I'm not sure if that actually makes sense. But I guess Fry has these flashbacks to the events of Meanwhile still, and draws a picture of him and Leela, elderly like we see in the end of that episode, and they decide again to find out what it means.
What does it mean?
I don't know. Let's find out.
What I really like about this episode and many of the other finale style episodes is just this idea that Fry and Leela, no matter what, are destined to be together. I think it's a double-edged sword in a way, because for the first original run, the Fry and Leela was like the will they or won't they of the show. It was similar to like the Ross and Rachel.
Come on, Leela, why won't you go out with me? We both know there's something there.
No, I mean cool your jets. They're melting Bender's face.
And in the finale of Friends, like after all these years, Ross and Rachel finally decide they're going to be together and make it work.
I got off the plane.
But I guess that's happened so many times in Futurama that they need to keep coming up with creative new ways to get to that point, even though we already know that they do get to that point because we've seen it countless times. That being said, I feel like Fry and Leela's love is a really, really cute thing in the show, and I'm more than happy for them to keep milking that as a finale topic for the rest of the show's run, however long that might be. I do want to do some shout outs to some of the really funny moments. There's a couple more comedic meta references in this episode, particularly when they're talking about the adventures they've had in the ship, and Professor Zoidberg mentioned some of those 3-part adventures were kind of sloppy. I'm pretty sure this is actually in reference to the anthology style episodes like the episode we had last week and stuff like Anthology of Interest. There's also another back reference to Bender dating the Planet Express ship in the original run of episodes.
And didn't you once have a torrid affair with this ship?
I have torrid affairs with lots of things. Then I move on.
And Bender also says something along the lines of, alternate realities can bite my shiny metal ass.
Alternate realities can bite my shiny metal ass.
I'm not actually sure if this is a reference to this, but there is a huge backlash in the MCU to like multiverse and like alternate realities that has now transcended the MCU and gone into like pretty much all of cinema, and particularly with recent movies like Deadpool and Wolverine, which absolutely lampoon this. I do wonder if that is a call out to that kind of culture. Zap Brannigan making Kif sing Rock the Boat was absolutely hilarious.
So rock the boat? Come on, Kif.
Don't rock the boat, baby.
And that's actually kind of back reference at the end with the song that plays, which contains the lyric Rock the Boat, but it's a different song. I've also really enjoyed seeing Scruffy pop up a lot this season, and particularly in this episode when he is the only person that actually cares about Dr. Zoidberg. That was a really funny reference too.
Leela!
Amy. Dr. Zoidberg.
And finally, another meta reference is Farnsworth talking about like a famous voice actor called Tress LaMarche, which I believe is a direct reference to Tress MacNeille and Maurice LaMarche, who are both voice actors on Futurama. You know, at the end of the day, I've been really satisfied with what Futurama delivered this season, and I'm so glad there's more to come. I really can't wait to just watch more episodes and do this exact same thing next year when the new episodes are out. And if you followed the episode reviews on my channel, please stick around. I'll have much more content all over this channel in the weeks to come, so I would really love you to stick around and rewatch some of my Futurama episode reviews because this has been such a fun project. Whew, thank you so much, guys. Make sure you subscribe and let me know what did you think of this episode of Futurama. I forgot to say in the context of the video, but I think the reason the episode is called Otherwise is because it's like the otherwise to the series finale meanwhile. Like, this is what happened if that didn't happen or something like that. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Subscribe. I have a Patreon as well. I would really love to grow it and get some more followers on there, so please jump on and support me and check out a bunch of my other pop culture videos. I'm always on this channel posting a bunch of content, so I'd love to have you on board. My name's been Radio Mike. This has been The Inside of My Mind, and I will catch you later.